This episode of A-Town Talk is powered by MarlakProductions. Not just our sponsor, but the team behind the mic and behind the scenes. That's right, A-Town Talk is both hosted and produced by the talented crew of MarlakProductions. El Paso's premier choice of videography, photography, and podcast production. If you're loving the quality of the show, imagine what we can do for your podcast, brand, or event. Whether you're starting from scratch, need a pro upgrade, Marlak makes your vision a reality. El Paso-based, passion-driven, Marlak Production, where your story gets heard and seen. See the video description for details. Back to you, Johnny. What's going on, A-Town? Giveaway alert. We've teamed up with Combat Fighting Championship to hook up 3 lucky subscribers with free tickets to CFC4 going down July 5th. This is your shot to witness all the action live, no strings, just fists flying, legs kicking, and guys grappling. You know how much we love that? This is your shot to witness all the action live, no strings, just fists flying, legs kicking, guys grabbing each other. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, fuck. This is your shot to witness all the action live, no strings, just fist flying, legs kicking, sweaty guys grappling each other. It's gonna be awesome. This is your shot to witness all the action live, no strings, just fist flying, legs kicking, sweaty guys grappling all over each other. It's gonna be awesome. This is your shot to witness all the action live, no strings, just fist flying, legends being made. Sweaty guys. Want in? Just subscribe, check the video description down below with all the details, and don't miss out CFC4. It's gonna be wild. All right, I think we got it. Welcome back, guys, to the #1 podcast in Anthony, Texas.
The only one.
The only one. We're the only podcast out there in Anthony.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So today we are out here with the guys from the 915 SuperCar Society.
Yeah. 915 SuperCar Society.
I got to remember to say the super in front of it. We got Ian and my man Moss.
Sir.
Say your full name.
My full name is Massimo. Moss is just a lot easier.
Massimo.
A lot easier to remember.
Massimo.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Maximo,
Yeah.
but with an S.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
like, you ever seen 365 Days?
Oh, God.
The main character. His
That's
name
his
is Massimo.
Yeah.
His name is
I
Massimo.
like that comparison, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, 6'4" Italian muscular man. That's you right there, man.
That's where we're going right now.
That's what's up. And then my co-host today, you might remember her from episodes 5 and 6 from some of the OG days.
Mm-hmm.
We got my niece, Alexa, a.k.a. Chencha.
Chincha here. Yep.
What up? And then behind the cameras, the #1 producer, lurking in the shadows.
On his phone.
On his phone, not giving a fuck right now.
Super into what's going
He has
on.
no clue.
He has no clue we were talking about him
He's
right
just
now.
doing his thing. We
Look
got
at him.
Sal.
Farts.
What's up, dude? All right, guys.
Oh,
So we are here in a scenic area in El Paso, Texas, right at Scenic Drive, at a really, really, really cool mansion with a bunch of really, really, really cool cars.
In the background, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite the collection here.
Quite the collection. They're all mine, by the way.
Damn.
The pod has done numbers within the last couple of years, and it just blew up, and now I'm filthy rich. So
Balling.
Yeah.
balling.
Thank you for lending me your Lamborghini the other day, by the way.
Yeah, no
It's helped
problem.
me
dude.
out so much, man.
Yeah, I don't even use it. It's just parked there half the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which car do you say you use the most?
Honestly, Oh fuck! I don't even know the names of these cars.
He just buys
You
them.
like them,
I just
like
buy
they look
'em, bro.
cool and you get them.
Yeah, I just liked Hot Wheels when I was a kid, and I just like the colors. So
Understandable.
yeah,
It looks like a Skittles commercial out here.
Mhm.
yeah,
Got the Smurfs out.
yeah. A lot of blue. No, but thank you so much, guys, for coming out here and making this pod possible.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is really cool.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
thank
for
you for
sure.
having us, man. Yeah.
There's a lot of things we want to cover today, but we want to just start off by kind of getting to know you guys a bit, introduce you, who you are, what you're about, and maybe let's talk little bit about how the Supercar Society started.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
This is your thing.
yeah, it's true. Well, I'm Ian Rubio, right? Born and raised here in El Paso, Texas. I mean, the whole Supercar Society thing, it was kind of funny, right? One of my friends, he has a detailing business, and he had reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, man, like I'm doing a car show," and last year I had done my first car show, which was back in the so I'm part of fraternity at UTEP, right? Kappa Sigma fraternity at UTEP.
Shout out Epsilon's Eye.
There we go. And we ended up hosting a car show at the Solon Park Casino, right? We had, I think, 136 cars there. It was insane. I've never seen like that many cars. They weren't, we had a few exotic cars, mainly lowriders, classics, all that kind of stuff. And no, yeah, from there, I mean, I got a bunch of like their contacts and stuff, and I got to like it was a huge networking thing for me, and I befriended a bunch of these guys. And from there, well, I started kind of going to more of those like shows, and it was cool because so he asked me, he knew about it, and he was actually a vendor there, and so he asked me, he's like, "Hey man, like, can you help me out with this show?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And he threw one. I think what was it? It was for a dispensary. One of his, I think, his brother's dispensary that they
Yeah.
did out in Chaparral, I think, or somewhere in that area as well.
Okay.
Super cool turnout. Like I think there was a Ferrari, a Lambo, that R8 was there. Good amount of Porsches. JDM cars like crazy. Holy crap! Like it looked like Fast and Furious. But
Hell
like
yeah.
all the Japanese cars, it was awesome.
Damn.
And that day, it was February 2nd, I remember, of this year. I had just started that Instagram account, and like I was taking videos and everything, and I was talking to some of the owners. I was like, "Oh, well, what do you do?" I was like, "Oh, well, I kind of like to host car shows every now and then for fun." And they were like, "Do you charge?" And I'm like, "No." They're like,
You should.
"Yeah, no." They were like, "What? Like, are you fucking stupid?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, maybe, I guess I am." And then from there, just boom, I started the Instagram page. It was mainly edits, like car edits. My friends with their cars, I would just go hang out wherever they were with them and just record it. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I think it's time. Like for me, it was just build that following, right? Get, a good amount of like followers for it. And then from there, I was like, you know what? I think what was it? March 30th was our first meet, and it was at Masimenos. It was a coffee shop off by Belvedere, and right there, like crazy cars. Like I think we had like 1.5 mil worth of cars in there easy.
Damn.
It was Lambos.
Crazy turnout
I
for
think
that one.
you went to that
Yeah,
one.
that's where we met. That's the
Mhm.
first time I
Yeah.
ran into you guys.
I
yeah.
remember, yeah. And that one, I mean, well, you saw the cars that were there. It was insane. A bunch of these cars were there actually too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And then from there, it just started kicking off. From there, just more and more and more, pushing content out. Interviews, this and that. It's been going pretty good. It's been going pretty good so far. Yeah.
And like, why exotic cars? Like, why supercars? Like, why not muscle cars or classics? Like,
I feel like with El Paso, I mean, because it's El Paso, right? Like these aren't cars you normally see, right? Everywhere you go, you'll see a Mustang, you'll see a Camaro, you'll see this, you'll see that. If you go to car meets, it's all you see: Camaros, Mustangs, Hellcats, Challengers, all that stuff. And you'll see your Japanese cars every now and then too, but not really these guys. Maybe one or two, like a few stragglers, but never, like, it's never a big concentrated amount. And there is one show here in El Paso. It's the Spotted El Paso show at the War Eagles Museum. That's the only show that I know of that has a bunch of these like in one place, right? Otherwise, you'll see them maybe once or twice in daily traffic, and that's it.
Mm.
wow.
So I was like, you know what? Like, I feel like El Paso needs that kind of stuff, especially in the west side, because all the car meets are in the east side, far east.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're never like here in the west side. So I was like, might as well start it here and make it fun. Make it like enjoyable for everybody to see these kinds of cars.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like why we started doing exotics. And also, like, I mean, you guys were kids at one point. You'd have your poster of a Ferrari.
Very long time ago, bro. It's been years.
No. But like, but you'd have your poster of a Lamborghini or a
Yeah.
Ferrari, and you're like, one day, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? Same thing, what is to maybe, maybe these kids, they might not be able to drive them, but at least they'll be able to see them, maybe even sit in them and like, rev the engine or stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it's like, being able to give other children, that opportunity that like maybe like I didn't have as a kid, you know,
Yeah.
and now I do. So
And I mean, realistically, like, it's very hard to get to that point, you know,
yeah.
to achieve, to be able to have like something like this in your driveway. It's crazy.
yeah, I mean, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses right there, just in front of you right now.
Damn.
Like each car of a house, a pretty decent house here in El Paso.
Can you give us a little rundown of what we have back here?
Yeah, so in the far back, yellow 991 GT2 RS, right? I think those guys are, well, that one actually in specific has a package called the YSOC package or VISOC package.
Mm-hmm.
Carbon seats, you know, full carbon interior. It's insane. I think those run
It's about 250, I think.
I think like 200.
253. That's the car that had the record for the Nürburgring for like a minute. So it's like a track monster as well.
Yeah, that is a track car right there. Twin turbo flat six. That thing will destroy any car that you put on it in a track. Except
Wow.
maybe a Formula One car now, you know. but-
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, next I think what is this?
488.
No, oh yeah, the 488 Ferrari. Oh, it's a GTB actually. This one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, twin turbo V8. These guys, I mean, average here, you're probably looking at like $200,000 to $300,000 worth of cars, like per car, right?
Damn.
Except for the R8, that one's a little less. But this Lamborghini over here with the golden wheels, that one, that's a Huracan Spider. That one, yeah, those are expensive. These guys, this one's got a V10 in it. This thing roars, and I think he put an aftermarket exhaust on it. We heard it turn on earlier when we were moving it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
My God, that thing
So
is
loud.
super loud. This one here, same thing. Just a regular Huracan. Same thing, you know.
Huracan.
Smells like.
This right.
Pocket change.
Yeah, no. V10 as well. I think these guys are pushing what, like 500 horsepower maybe. And yeah, these cars are absolutely insane. It's like it's amazing just seeing so many of them in one spot, right?
Mhm.
Purple one over there is a first generation R8.
I think
Those
09. I think that's the
9
year.
or 08, yeah, probably. Those V8, I think it's 420 horsepower, give or take ish.
Damn.
Yeah, these guys, yeah, they're all. It's funny enough is the yellow Porsche. That one has, I think it's in the 400 horsepower as well, 400, 500 horsepower, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that thing weighs nothing. Like it weighs little to nothing. Plus the amount of downforce it generates, it's insane.
Holy shit, dude.
See the spoiler on the back
Yeah,
of that?
no, yeah, they're pretty badass.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you guys have like a dream car?
Oh look, there's another car.
Oh,
pulling
who's
up
pulling
now.
up?
It's
We
a
got something.
Maserati Gran Turismo.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Those are my business partners as well. What a
Damn.
way to pull up.
Dream car, you said?
Yeah, yeah.
Ferrari LaFerrari one day. But that's like, I don't know. I don't know how. I think there's like 100 of them in the world. There's
It's
a couple $1 million.
Incredibly hard to find. Like
That's the dream. You
to
know
get a
what I mean?
car, to get that car, you have to own several Ferraris. You have to go to Ferrari events and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And Ferrari themselves have to personally invite you to
go
get
get
waitlisted for that car.
Yeah.
So it's
Damn.
like a lot of the times it's not even about the money for these cars. It's
Mhm.
like because I think that thing is what 1.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
So first you gotta have that much, you know. You gotta be able to make to spend that much, and now you have to go to the events, own other Ferraris, and now all that stuff. It's
Like you'll have to buy like a couple like base models
Mhm.
for like a few years in order to get like on the wait list to get like one of their like every few year like high end models. You know what I mean?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
the SP3 Daytona is like their newest one that came out.
It's like a $3 million car.
Yeah, $3-4 million car. That thing, forget it.
Yeah.
There's less than 100 in the world on that one, I
Mhm.
think.
And they make you spend like at least $1 million at Ferrari
Yeah.
before you can even like
Yeah.
think about getting
That
one.
one, I think you have to go to like their track events. You have to go to you have to be a certified Ferrari driver too, something like that. I don't know.
Really?
There's a lot
Yeah,
of credentials. Ferrari-
It's so much. It's insane.
I think Ferrari's the most intense about that kind of stuff though.
About who,
like,
they're very picky on
Very
who
meticulous about
drives their
how, yeah,
cars.
exactly.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah.
it was just like if you can buy it, you buy it, and that's it.
No.
Nah.
It gets even more
There's a
complex with
checklist.
with other
There you
cars
go.
too.
Mhm.
Like there's brands that a lot of people don't know. The Aries S1, that one.
Never
It-
heard of
in-
that.
yeah, no, it's insane. It's an insane car. That one, that's what I would probably pick. Then you have Pagani. Paganis, those guys, they make what, like 2-3 cars out of the year, I think.
Yeah.
And you're looking at 4 million per car, easy.
Holy
Right?
shit.
Yeah, because they're handcrafted. Everything's like full carbon fiber.
Mhm.
Mercedes V12, it's insane. Yes, a lot of times it's not even about the money; it's the status,
Mhm.
all
You
that
have to be a
legibility.
person like important enough to drive the car.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't
if I'm
matter how much
Drake?
money you have. There you go.
Yeah, if you're
important enough.
I think Drake has a LaFerrari. I know Travis
he
Scott has
probably
one.
does. Yeah, for sure. I know he does for sure.
Mm.
What's the most expensive car that you've seen here in El Paso?
Damn.
I haven't seen it, but I know there's a Veyron around here.
I've
Like
seen
I've heard whispers of a Bugatti Veyron here,
I've seen that
which
Veyron. Yeah,
I mean
that thing is
that car came out when
2000,
2000.
early 2000s.
Yeah,
It's about as
it's
old as that one.
yeah, it's a pretty old car, like, but it's still about $3 million
It held the
Like,
world record for the world's fastest car at one point. Yeah.
until the next Bugatti came
Until
out.
the next Bugatti came
Yeah.
out. And then Koenigsegg came out afterwards and
Mhm.
destroyed him. And then
Mhm.
Hennessy came after that.
Yeah, destroyed that.
Yeah, they've all been climbing afterwards.
And there's rumors that there's one here in El Paso.
There's a few
Yeah.
few Bugattis here. I know there is a few classics here. I know that.
Mhm.
That Veyron, I don't know if it's still here. That it's been years since I've seen it. But besides that, I mean, what would be the second most expensive car I've seen?
How
Maybe
about
like
this, the one that's pulled up to one of your guys' events.
oh,
Mm.
okay. You know what's funny is it wasn't a supercar. It was a lowrider.
Really?
You're gonna be surprised. I
Oh,
think
shit.
the paint job. I think that car alone was worth 1.9 mil just because of the paint job.
What?
Yeah.
What
It was
I
insane.
don't think I was like involved yet. What was the
No,
paint job on that?
It was I don't even know how to describe it. Like it was so it was at the Sunland Park Casino show, right? It was
Uh-huh.
there was this car club called the Imperials, right?
Yeah.
And they all pulled up. They brought all their lowriders and like crazy cars. You know, you look at this paint job. Those paint jobs are worth more than the car itself. Easy. The
Yeah,
car's worth
yeah.
maybe 40 grand, right? But it's got like 50 grand worth of mods. The paint job alone is probably like 100K. Easy. Like
Damn.
it's insane work that goes into those.
There's some
But-
pretty badass lowriders.
Oh yeah.
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 I went to recently they had an event at Chicano Park right
Oh,
there by
yeah.
Segundo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, it was a ton of lowriders. Fucking like what-
Underneath the bridges, right?
yeah, where the bridges are at, yeah. They had trucks, they had lowriders, they had the Can-Ams, like the Razors and shit, but
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
pimped out ones, like the ones
Mhm.
that they go on rutas and shit.
Mhm.
Dude, it was fucking badass.
You know what's funny is that car show, that was the first ever car meet I ever went to way back when I was a sophomore in high school. I remember I had tried to start being like a car photographer. Didn't
Uh-huh.
work out. I mean, I didn't have the equipment for it, right? I would use my phone. And I remember I'd ask my friends, like, they'd buy a new car, like an FRS or something like that.
Mhm.
And I was like, hey, bro, let's go.
Damn, dude, who are
Okay.
your friends, bro?
No, I know, right?
Things are
But-
different in Anthony, man.
Yeah, one of my friends, he had just bought in his car, and I was like, dude, let me do photos for it and like videos. So we did it, and I remember I was like sticking out of my friend's car, like out the window with my phone like that, and just like praying to God that it doesn't fall.
Mhm.
And I look back at the video and I'm like, oh boy, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. I'm not a car photographer right now either. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that it's, it's that good. But I mean, on the page, the quality is definitely increased.
No, you guys some really cool stuff, and it's how many of you are the ones that actively work on the page?
So right now, most of the media work is me, right? I handle most of the media work, right? Whether it's the recording and all that stuff. My friend John, they're over there actually in the Maserati. The other two, they're the ones that do some of the logistics too, right? My friend John, we call him Chino. He's the main cameraman too. It's his camera, right? So he provides that. A lot of his connections too. That he knows a lot of people that that are entrepreneurs, and they can help us out with this or that, or they know a guy who knows a guy, and
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean.
Mm.
So they hand over those contacts to a lot of like venues and stuff like that. And then my friend Alejandro also kind of manages the page with me. Whenever I'm not available to do it, like he can take over for that.
Mhm.
Whether that's messaging other companies or even responding to random DMs that we might get.
Yeah.
Or just like, hey, you know what? Like we need this video out at this time. Can you post it? Because I'm gonna be doing this. Okay, he gets it out. Yeah, like I could just tell him like, hey, do this, and this, or even vice versa.
Yeah.
So
And the editing and all that.
the editing is mainly me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like right now, the video that we posted this morning.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Up late. getting
4 in
that
the
one
morning
done.
editing that thing. Oh my god! I think I had gotten the footage by 12 at night. Right, I had gotten the footage 4 in the morning. I'm up there just editing, and then I'm in my living room. Right, like I have the house to myself, so I'm just chilling there,
Yeah.
like editing everything, and then I fall asleep, and I'm like, I wake up like 7 in the morning. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, oh shit! So I'm like running back and forth, like trying to get everything done because I have to get out. I think, like what, 3 different videos out by then, or like 2 different videos out, and like a flyer for our next event and all that kind of stuff. And it just took forever. I had like 2-3 hours to work with, so I was like rushing to try and get that stuff out.
Damn, bro. And how did like your journey with like editing and like videography start?
I don't know, like it was the one thing that I've like kind of noticed, right? I mean, mainly CapCut, right? At first, I used what did I use? I think it was a lot of the times what I use like on the videos on the page is just Instagram Reels. Like it's
Yeah.
insane. Like it works
They
out
have really
perfect.
good editing. Like,
Yeah.
stuff on
Yeah,
Instagram
it's
Reels.
like severely underrated, honestly. Like a lot of the footage is just I import it to Instagram and then I start editing it and I either match the beat or something like that.
Mhm.
You know, maybe color grade it here and there. If it's a really complex video, that's when I go to a different software,
Mhm.
whether it's Premiere Pro, CapCut even. CapCut works wonders,
Yeah.
honestly. That's my lifesaver right now because it gets it done like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of like we've had a TikTok account,
Mhm.
but I hadn't really fucked with TikTok, to be honest. I was usually stick to Instagram.
Mm.
But I tried out the editing in TikTok, and the TikTok editing is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know
Yeah.
Instagram just came up with a new app, Edits,
Mhm.
and I've
Like
been
an
wanting to try
Instagram
that out
Edits?
because I think you can do more things on there.
That's cool.
I haven't tried it out. Yeah, they're coming in right now.
Join us, join us.
There they are.
What up, man?
It's Alejandro.
How you doing, brother? Good, good.
Good to see you.
Yeah,
Good, man. Take a seat. Take a
¿Cómo
seat.
estamos?
Hi.
What's up, man? How you doing? Good, good.
What's up, brother? Hi. Oh.
Oh, we left him hanging, bro.
My own business
You're
partner. How
bro
dare he?
hanging. Yeah.
How dare he? How dare he? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, those are the other two
The other
guys
two
that do it
guys,
with
cool.
me. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. They can join.
Oh, but you were saying about the
Oh yeah,
edits?
yeah. So there's like a new app, and I've been wanting to try it, but yeah, I think a lot of the times, like, because I've only been doing this for a little bit over a year now,
Mhm.
and I started learning just like on YouTube and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I tell people like, I think it doesn't matter what you use as long as you get the stuff out there, because there's so much shit that you can do.
Oh, I agree.
The important thing is just get the content out
Yeah.
there, you know.
I think you don't really need like I mean even like some of the stuff that you see on Instagram, right? You don't need a crazy camera to do this stuff.
Nope.
Sure, it helps. But
Phones
like
are fucking great.
dude, the phone cameras right now
Oh,
are
yeah.
insane. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, you use these editing softwares, like if you know what you're doing, you could spend no money, just your phone, CapCut, and you're good. You can get a high quality video out.
That's what I've been doing for all the content that like I've been producing over the last few weeks. It's
Yeah.
all phone, all CapCut.
Yeah.
Hopefully camera like one day.
They make movies out of the iPhone
Yeah, exactly.
cameras.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, there's I think it pushes you to be more creative when you're limited to equipment.
Right.
Like you work with what you get, and sometimes that's even better
I
because
agree.
you have to really challenge yourself.
And then it's a lot more like simple too, right? Because then
Mhm.
once you start getting into, you know, like really, really complicated stuff, you know, your cameras and like your more hardcore editing softwares like Adobe and all that stuff, it's like it's a lot,
Yeah.
right? And it's like what do you do? It's intimidating, like it
Yeah.
really is. No, yeah, I to this day I don't even know how to use Adobe After Effects. I
Yeah.
took a class back in like 8th grade, and ever since then, I got no
Yeah.
clue.
Took a class in high school too with
Really?
Adobe. I was like, whack.
No, dude, they didn't teach me shit in high school. No, it's funny. I had a small business reach out to me, and they're like, "Hey, can you like recreate like a video like this?" And in the video that they did, they used like effects and stuff, and I'm like, "Dude, I'm not there yet." Like,
No idea how to do that.
like
but
I
yeah.
can do like cuts, transitions, and I can make shit look nice with the camera.
Mhm.
But yeah, After Effects, special effects on a video, like, nah,
It's a little trickier.
it's
Yeah.
tricky.
Yeah. Once it requires that stuff, it's like you have so much things to worry about.
Yeah,
It's just not fun to work with.
for sure. You want to get one on the sit-in?
Vente.
Jump in.
Sorry for interrupting.
Nah, you're good, man. You're
Not
good.
interrupting. Just don't fall asleep anymore. He was supposed to be here 2 hours ago with.
Take a little power nap or
I was
what?
waiting for my ride, bro.
I couldn't. I was too busy grilling.
He was racing.
So we got Alejandro, right?
Yes,
You
yes.
go by Alejandro, Alex. What do you like?
Alejandro is fine.
Alejandro, yeah.
Alejandro, yeah.
All right, brothers. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do with as far as like Ian told us a little bit about what you do, but tell us a little bit about your role in the 915 Supercar Society.
Well, I'm one of the co-founders of 911 SuperCar Society, and then I mean, I do more about like the Instagram, the social media,
Yeah.
the marketing, and all of that stuff. That's my main thing.
Yeah.
But also I help. I mean, we do everything.
Everything
All
together.
of us, yeah.
We all kind of like balance each other out, yeah,
Yeah.
in a sense.
That's what's up, man. So you guys, I mean, people lend you out these cars and stuff, and you've gotten to drive some of them around. Are you ever scared to like drive one of these cars and crash it or anything like that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Like 100%. It is the scariest thing in the world. I mean, you know, like the first 10 minutes, you're like, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, right?
Yeah.
Like I remember my first car that I ever got to drive, my first exotic car. It was a Ferrari FF. That thing, I was going like 10 miles an hour, I think. I was in a little like neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And my friend was like, nah, bro, like con ganas, you know, step on it a little. I'm like, dude, are you sure? Yeah, okay. So we're going, you know, 30 miles an hour, and we go to the freeway. He's like, go, go, go. So he's like, he told me to downshift, right? So these cars actually, most of them are manual. Well,
Mhm.
they're automatic and manual at the same time.
Yeah.
But
They
they
have-
have paddles.
Yeah, they have these things called paddle shifters, and it's like you're basically your gear shifter, but behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Right? So your left side is to go down to downshift, and then your right side's to upshift. So he told me, you're like, yeah, shift down like 2 gears. And I think that car revved up to like 10,000 RPM, right? So I go vroom, vroom, like that. We're talking a V12. I think it's a 5-liter V12, maybe. I'm not too sure how big the cylinder is, but it was screaming. That it was just super loud, and it just started like he told me step on it. Just so I'm like, holy shit, dude. I was like, what the hell? I've never felt anything like that. And then the handling on these things is insane.
Yeah.
Like it's just they turn like easy, super easy. It's insane. But yeah, driving these cars, it can get scary sometimes if you don't know what you're doing,
Mhm.
and if you don't know how to drive them, because it's it's not like a regular car. There's certain ways to turn them on, to put them in neutral and reverse and all that. Like it can be a little intimidating for sure.
Yeah. If I was already like, I drove my friend's Scat, and I was already like, oh my god. I could only imagine with a Lamborghini or a Ferrari.
Well, for example, the Porsche over there, I bet if you sat in it, you probably would be like, where's
How
the
do I
ignition?
turn it on?
So the ignition on those, it's the key fob is the ignition. It's weird, but
Mhm.
you put it on the left side. There's a little hole. There's like a little thing, right, where you put the actual key fob in. Not
Yeah.
even a regular key, just the key fob, and you twist on this side, and it turns on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Porsche did that back in the day because when they used to race back in the 60s, in Le Mans, all the drivers would come in, and it was just convenient to turn it on that way. It was the
Mm.
quickest form. So ever since then, they've kept it
You've
like
kept
that.
it?
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. A
Damn.
little bit of Porsche, even that Porsche, they all have it. They're all the ignition's on the left side. Yeah.
Oh.
Whereas like the Lambos, theirs is on the center console. It's a button that you push. Just
It's like a rocket ship. There's a little switch above it. You flick that up and
oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah, literally,
Yeah.
it's insane. Yeah. I think the only normal one is that R8. Yeah, I think that was just regular key. You just
Twist
Yeah.
and turn.
twist and turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Sentra's got the push to start. I got eco mode. I got sports mode.
Oh yeah. We'll open up the valves and you're pushing
Yeah.
20 extra horsepower on that thing. That's insane.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny, bro. What's the fastest you guys ever gone?
I don't know if I'm legally allowed to say that.
Allegedly.
So in Forza Horizon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And in GTA and all that, I think the fastest I remember seeing on the speedometer, I think it was it was Forza Horizon 5 because it was Mexico, right?
Right.
I was in ironically, it was a Ferrari FF as well. I think I had seen 147 like when I looked at one point.
Damn.
Yeah. We were on a loop,
Mhm.
right? That goes around the map and that one, yeah, I don't know. I remember like it was kind of crazy, right? Cuz like the thing is like, Ferraris get like from what I noticed, I think once you pass like 120 miles an hour on a Ferrari, it starts getting a little unstable.
Mm.
Like the wheel starts like kind of shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh shit." And funny enough, oh no, this was in GTA because I saw a cop further up ahead. So of course I slammed the brakes. I'm like, I'm not about to get 5 stars on me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So no, yeah. So I think I had gone, past the cop at around 85 miles an hour. He started chasing me afterwards, but we made it back to the apartment and
Nice.
my agency, yeah. And then we got into the garage and we were good.
And you lost it. You
And we
paid and
lost the cup.
sprayed, and you lost
There we
your
go.
wanted level.
Yeah, there we go. I called Lester.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get it out.
Lester.
Yeah.
Cut the cops.
That's funny, bro. There's a road. I don't know if you guys ever driven to like Chihuahua.
Mhm.
There's a road coming back, and it's just like if you're
Straight
coming,
line.
yeah, if you come through Santa Teresa,
Mhm.
straight line, bro.
I was there last month.
Yeah,
Literally all the way. Like
that's like the perfect spot
Mhm.
to just fucking punch it.
Isn't it by like an airport or something like that?
there's like, is
So-
it like in El Paso or is it once you cross the border into Mexico?
No, it's in Mexico.
Okay,
It's like when you're
yeah,
getting
mhm.
towards like
Is it like Villoma or something
it's
like that?
passing Villa Mala, like yeah, right when you're getting to the last caseta. From like getting to Juarez.
Uh-huh.
It's right there, bro. My dad says, I don't know how true this is, but he says that they built that road back in the day because they made it for it's for airplanes to land there, like during war.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know how true it is, but it's a straight road, man, and it goes for miles, and you can punch it there. I've only ever hit like 100,
Oh damn.
and that was it.
I think if it's the road I'm thinking of, I remember back when I was like a senior in high school, I had a dinky little Miata. It was a '91 Mazda Miata with the little flip up lights, and I'd gone to a car meet, and these guys they were like, "Hey, come, we're gonna go race at these like back roads and stuff." And it was a super long straight. So one of the guys had a Nissan. It was a 240Z, big drag tires, gigantic turbo sticking out of the hood. It was insane, right? Crazy cars. And there was a video that I saw of them racing. It was him and a Camaro.
Mhm.
And I think if it's that road that I'm thinking of, they got into a car accident there, like
Really?
bad. Yeah, his differential blew, and
Oh,
it literally flew off. So you see the cars are going right. It's the Nissan and the Camaro, and they're lined up and they go, and then the Nissan just goes like he just swerves left and hits the
Into it?
Camaro. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That poor guy that he passed away that day.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
he got ejected and everything.
That is crazy.
It was
That is
bad.
crazy.
it's an intense.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, if it's where I think it is, I'm like, oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Like in Santa Teresa? Or...
I think so. Yeah, I think it was by an airport.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
because
sure.
I think I know what you're talking about. Like in that area, when you go like to the border to Juarez back there, there's like an area, like kind of like a back road you can take, and you find like there's like train tracks and like a whole construction area, and then there's like literally like 3 miles of just straight, perfectly flat, like
Yeah, like it's like the
road.
perfect drag strip.
yeah, exactly.
But it's a very long drag strip.
Yeah, it's a really long drag strip.
Or no, what is it? Is it McNutt or?
Yeah, it's
It's
off
like
of
off by-
McNutt. It's
yeah.
off McNutt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is
I pushed my Fiat pretty fast down there.
20 horsepower car.
Yeah, my 20 horsepower car.
Oh man.
What's the fastest you've ever gone, Chincha?
So in high school, Mom, you didn't hear this, but my friend, he's like a big car nerd, and he's a mechanic too. So he has his little scat pack, And in high school, during lunchtime, we'd be cutting up like in like the
In a
freeway.
scat?
Yeah, and
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
I would be in
Cutting up in a scat is
the
crazy work.
passenger just filming like this. I'm like this. And I'm just like
You see the phone
filming.
going like that.
Yeah.
Hard
But
left, hard right.
one time, we were in the freeway like in the Northeast,
Okay.
and it was my friend's Mustang, and then my other friend in his scat, but he was alone in his scat, and then me and my friends were in the Mustang.
Okay.
And then they just started like racing and like cutting up and racing, and they didn't notice there was a motorcycle cop behind
Oh.
them. And then they turned on their lights, and then we're
Those
like,
guys
"What
are
the heck?" They were
assholes,
like,
yeah.
just go, just go, just go.
I respect the blue though, but respect to blue, but
Yeah, he was just like, just go. But then the one in the back, the scat, he ended up just pulling over, and then we in the Mustang, we just
You guys were able to
took
get
off,
out.
and then we
Right
went
on.
into the neighborhood just to like lose them. And
they're
just
like,
in
"Who's your
case.
friend?" Like, I don't know. I just found him there.
I don't know.
That's funny. I had this like a similar experience actually
Yeah.
just last night. I was on my way back, and I was on my way back from the east side actually, and where was I going by? It's like once you exit off of Trans Mountain, there's like a super long straight that you just take. But it's like on the other side of the east side, like of the other side of the mountain, like heading east.
Yeah.
And there was a Challenger following me. It was an RT, and I mean I'm in the left lane, right, and I just hear him downshifting. I was like, oh shit. So I was like, all right, maybe he wants to speed. So I move over, and he just lines up right next to me. And I'm like, oh boy, fuck it. We just sent it. In GTA, of course.
Yeah.
And no, yeah, we were at
GTA 6 is in El Paso, by the way.
yeah. Mount Chiliad, it's crazy, you know what I mean? But no, yeah, we were going at it for a good like 20 minutes, just going back and forth. And he would like overtake me, and then he would go off to the other lane, and I would just zoom past him, and then he'd turn around. We were just like swapping back and forth. It was a lot of fun.
Sometimes I accidentally cut off people in the freeway.
You're one of those in your Pathfinder. Damn.
I was gonna say a Prius, but yeah, I feel like that's worse.
I accidentally cut them off, and then they start flashing their lights, like wanting to like race or whatever. And I'm like, and then they get all fast, like tailgating me, and I'm like, I'm in my 2008 Nissan. Like, what's it?
What is there to race?
Yeah.
People respect the Sentra too much to even try me, bro. They just see me, they're like, nah, let's just.
They know
Just-
it's a sleeper
Yeah.
build.
Yeah.
I heard he's got a
Ferrari
Ferrari
engine underneath.
There's
Bugatti,
turbos
bro.
inside.
He's got,
For
he's got a Bugatti Chiron engine. underneath.
So I wanted to ask you guys this. So you guys do a lot of events, right? What do you guys do to keep your events fresh and to keep them cool and not repetitive, man?
That is probably my biggest worry
Mhm.
that I have with this, right? Is like, cause it's just car meets. I mean, they get very repetitive. I guess just like the main thing that I look at is like I look at a lot of new Instagram pages that get made, especially if they're businesses, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of like for example, one of our next events that we're doing, right, is gonna be with this bar. It's called the Miami Swim Bar, I think, right? It's a bar, but it has a pool. Like it's it's like
I think I've seen
yeah.
it. Yeah.
same thing, just bring the cars out, have a bunch of fun there, right? Have a few drinks, swim, and all that stuff. Enjoy the summer, just a nice summer day.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, And we did one with what was it? With another bar actually. It was a college night. That one was a lot of fun.
The one at Kiyoshi?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that one was crazy. Max capacity within an hour. It got shut down like that by the fire department
Damn.
because we filled over capacity, and then on the outside it wrapped around the buildings.
Wow.
So it was that full.
Crazy.
And then we had like 5-6 cars in the front. That was it.
I saw on your page also that you did some stuff at the Sun Bowl.
Oh
well?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
For the football, for UTEP football. Yeah, the athletic department. They invited some of these guys, and then they brought us along with it too.
Mhm.
Okay, boom. So we were there with the cars and everything. And just got a good amount of footage in there. It was just promotion for the football team. It was pretty cool. That one was a lot of fun. We're actually wanting to do something at UTEP.
Mhm.
August, give or take. But that one's gonna be fun. That one still in the works. That one's
Hush, hush
still
for now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just know it's gonna be at UTEP. That one's gonna be fun.
So you were talking about the upcoming events. The one with the Miami's one. You also mentioned earlier guys were doing like a car wash or something like that.
Oh yeah. So that one's actually this Sunday, right? That one's gonna be. I'm excited for that one, right? That one's not a friend of ours, but a gentleman. He reached out to us, right? He's opening up a little like he has a little kiosk right off of by Saragossa, and it's a little coffee shop, right? But the baristas, they're all in bikinis, and I was like, that's pretty cool, you know, it's something new.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
It's like I've never
I'll
heard
say
of
it's cool.
I've never heard of that, you know. Yeah. The coffee, of course. Yeah,
Right.
That's the reason why I would go.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, and he hit us up. He was like, hey, you know what? Like I'm barely gonna open this up. Like, would you guys be interested in like doing an event? Hell yeah, why not? So we went there actually just yesterday to do the promo video for it. Then that's what I was editing up until like 4 a.m, and I got it out literally this morning. Yeah. But no, yeah, that one I'm excited for because it's gonna be same thing, right? Little cars and coffee around 11 a.m. And in that one, I mean, all the girls are gonna be in their bikinis, you know, serving the coffee and all that stuff. Non-alcoholic drinks, by the way. But and then I thought, okay, like what else can we do to make it immersive? It's like a car wash. I saw the girl in the bikini and I'm like, car wash. Yeah,
Car wash.
immediately I thought, I'm like, oh yeah, a car wash. Boom, you know, I'm like exotic cars, girls in bikini, car wash. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, well, yeah, we'll make it a car wash too. And then it's in a pretty high traffic area. You know, Saragossa Road. There's a lot
Everything goes through.
yeah, it's a big flow of traffic. So, you know, having a few girls out there in the bikinis saying, oh, you know, car wash for $5, $10. I'm pretty sure if you got 100 cars, 50 of those are gonna come on in and be like,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. There'll be a lot of angry wives that day. I already know.
A lot of clean cars though.
A lot of clean cars.
With the weather we've been having, man, there's hella dirty cars.
Oh my god, the
I
dust.
might
has
take
been
mine
horrible.
just to, you know,
Check it out.
just
and coffee, yeah,
and coffee, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
You know, get your car clean and coffee, yeah.
That reminds me of you guys ever watch an Elk?
Oh yeah.
They did a car wash prank where they get like hot girls, and then once people pull up, they get a bunch of like fat guys coming up.
You know what the funny thing is? That's the exact reason why we're doing the car wash.
Oh.
So literally spot on, same thing, right? We saw that Nelk video. Those hot girls weren't just any regular girls. I'll leave it at that.
Oh.
But actresses, if you will.
Okay. Yeah.
But
From
no-
the industry.
yeah.
Yeah.
And no, yeah, that video was funny. I would definitely want to recreate something like that
Yeah.
too. I feel like that would be hilarious to see
Yeah.
here in El Paso. We're actually gonna start doing some pranks too.
Yeah.
Here, that's gonna be fun.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
thinking of starting to do like gold digger pranks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
but, oh my, I'm kind of scared because the last thing I want is like some girl, because like I know they say a lot of those are fake,
Mhm.
right? But I'm like, oh well, you know, I want to
What
do
if
a
they
real
aren't?
one.
Yeah.
You know, I'd want to do a real one. You know what I mean? Like in my head, I'm thinking they're real, but no, in reality, they're fake or something. So the last thing I want is like, this is a town full of Latinas,
Yeah.
and they're crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The last thing I want is for a lady to get mad at me because I fooled her and being like, oh no, you're a gold digger, and I hand her a golden shovel and she's smashing a McLaren now, and I'm like,
Oh.
fuck. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's the one thing. That's the only reason why we haven't done those yet. And I'm like, oh boy.
Just don't hand them the golden shovel.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, now they're throwing me their purse at me now.
Purse, yeah.
From
Find
the
something to hate you
their
with.
Michael Kors purse.
With their nails, they just like.
Oh my god. They key the car. No, they nailed the car. Oh no.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, man, you guys should do that. If you guys need help shooting stuff, let me know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm always down for a
100%.
good prank.
That was really funny. I'm excited.
You guys want to play the game we got going on?
Let's do it. Yeah. What's
Alright.
I'm scared. Is it a drinking game?
No, unfortunately,
okay.
no, man. I was gonna bring beer and I didn't. This segment I called it "Fast as Fuck, Boy."
Damn.
That's what it's called.
You know what, guys?
And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you 2 cars from like pop culture, from like movies, TV shows,
Okay.
and then you guys are gonna decide who would win in a race. It's gonna be a bracket, so I'm gonna give you a bunch of them, and we're gonna find out who's fast as fuck, boy.
Do you
Oh,
have
look
like
at- look
do you
at
have
that
the numbers
exotic
or
car
is it
pulling
our
up right now.
like
Oh, look, we got the mailman pulling out. What's up, dude?
I'm gonna get him to come to a meeting.
Exclusive.
I don't have
so it's just like what we think would win.
yeah,
bird
who
eat
do you
shit on
think you
Sweet.
win? Yeah, and
Sick.
then I mean, you know, use your imagination. Like, why do you think they would win?
Dude,
Okay.
I
Alright.
thought a bird just shat on me for a second.
Did
I
it?
was like, is this the spot? I'm like, hey, no way, dude.
All right, so the first one I got, we got Dom Toretto from Fast and the Furious
Okay.
versus Lightning McQueen. Who wins in a race?
Ooh.
Cars is my all-time favorite movie. Like still,
Like
so
realistic.
I'm gonna just put my vote on Lightning
I was gonna say realistic, like
because he's like he's
He's a
like a
Corvette.
supercar. You know, he's okay. He's like a Corvette,
he's
but
a
like
NASCAR.
you know, in the second movie, he went and he like beat everybody from around the world.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
he's the
rally cars,
fastest-
Formula
yeah,
1 cars,
exactly.
Yeah.
He's faster than a Formula 1 car, so that's probably the fastest like
Well, even
to beat,
the
you know.
yeah. I don't know, but
Which car? Which
but-
car from Fast and
but
Furious?
here's the thing is
Dom
family,
Toretto.
family,
Toretto,
bro.
the Charger.
family,
Yeah.
the family
Yeah.
strong.
Biggest family.
He's got the power of family
Got,
behind
like,
him, bro.
five
I think the amount of like
power in that.
plot armor those guys have is insane in those movies. It's crazy.
I think so.
So we got Dom.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't betray my boy. I've
So
got
you got Lightning
Lightning.
McQueen. It's up to you, man. You're the tiebreaker here.
Fuck, dude, I don't know. Because like I feel like if they did a movie about it, Dom would win.
Dom.
Yeah.
Well,
of
like if it
course.
was realistic,
That
I'm
would-
gonna
would
go. I'm
be
gonna go
tough.
realistic and say Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen. All right, so Lightning
Lightning.
McQueen advances.
Sorry.
Sorry, family didn't cut it, bro.
Yeah.
All right, the next one we got Super Mario Kart, Mario and Mario Kart versus Bumblebee from Transformers.
This one's heavily biased, only because I drive Bumblebee. He's back there right now.
True.
Bumblebee. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I see
Bumblebee.
Probably has to be. Yeah, I
Has to be.
mean, they're like I think of them as like go karts. You know,
Mhm.
I don't think like Super Mario's that fast.
But-
he gets like
but
the
they-
rocket power up.
He's got
I
the
mean,
mushrooms.
Yeah,
he gets
if
the
you could get-
superstar,
yeah,
whatever it's called.
exactly.
But I can just start running, dude. Just transform and start running, dude.
Yeah.
God.
I got Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
I'm gonna go Bumblebee. Yeah.
Same.
Bumblebee. All right. Fuck
Hey,
you, Mario.
don't forget, Bumblebee has rockets and he's got
Exactly.
guns. So he could just
Yeah,
shoot his ass.
It's like track him down. He's
I
like,
know. Huh?
All right. So this next one, some of these are kind of old. They're dated. If you guys don't know who these guys are, we got our senior veteran correspondent, Sal, over there. He can give you some insights on who they are.
Okay.
All right. So this is a Knight Rider.
Okay.
All right. You guys are familiar with Knight Rider? Yeah. Versus Ghost Rider. And we're going to go Ghost Rider, the Robbie Reyes who drives a Hell Charger.
from Marvel.
Marvel.
Oh, Ghost
Yeah.
Rider.
And then, the Knight Rider is a
Yeah, like-
1982 Pontiac Trans Am.
Ghost Rider.
Dude, Knight Rider, bro.
That guy like he can like drive through dimensions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But, like-
that thing's so fast.
But like Knight Rider fights crime, dude. It's a talking car, bro.
It is a talking car, yeah.
It's a fucking talking car, dude. What do you mean?
I think Ghost Rider. I'm staying with it. I'm a like Marvel nerd, so.
So
I'm
Ghost
gonna go
Rider?
I'm gonna say Knight Rider.
Knight Rider. It's up to you. Knight
Yeah, win
Rider?
them all.
Yeah.
All right. So Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's done. All right. Let's get this guy out
Also,
of
because
here.
I don't know who that Ghost Rider is. I was thinking of what's his name? What's the actor's name? Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically
he
him.
plays him in
Yeah.
one of them.
Well, that's what I was thinking of.
All right. So this next one. This one's going to be tough. Or maybe not. We got the Batmobile
Okay.
versus Herbie. You guys know Herbie?
I think it's from like Herbie Fully Loaded or
Yeah.
something, right? I only know that from like a show where it's mentioned one time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Batmobile.
I'm gonna go Batmobile.
Herbie's like a buggy.
Oh,
basically, yeah, like a punch buggy.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go Batmobile.
I'll say Batmobile.
Yeah,
Batmobile.
Yeah. You ever seen that that buggy that got they put a jet engine to it?
I have seen that actually.
Dude, that thing was insane.
Really?
There was a buggy and they just strapped a jet engine onto it. And it
just one like right.
It was
to
a
the back.
rocket, dude. They've done it.
Shit.
Dude, they put jet engines on everything. I saw a van with one. I've seen a school bus with one. You can look up the videos, dude. They're crazy.
Like where the
There's-
trunk should be. There's
It's just a
rocket
giant.
engine.
It's just a literal rocket booster.
Yeah.
The van one was crazy because it was mid highway and the intake was the door. Like the door opens and it's just spooling up the like I don't even know. It's just feeding air into the engine.
Yeah.
And the van like you just see that the flames start coming out and the van just like literally flies. It's insane.
Damn.
Like, it looks straight out of a movie.
Are we talking like soccer car? Like soccer
Like
mom van?
soccer mom van. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like a Dodge minivan. Like, picture it.
That is crazy.
It was the wildest thing I've ever seen. I don't think there's anything like that here though.
No.
I
no,
doubt.
definitely
I
not.
feel like you get arrested before you could even finish the
Before you
build.
could finish modding that.
Yeah, honestly. Probably. What's the next one?
All
Hit
right,
us.
next one. We got the DeLorean from Back to the Future versus the Dukes of Hazzard's General Lee.
I don't know that one.
I'm gonna say-
General Lee's like a muscle car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say DeLorean
Yeah.
only because you could just travel to like 5 minutes into the future where you win the race.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
You know what I mean?
Advantage. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think
That might
DeLorean's
ruin
in-
the rest of the list though.
Yeah, they just well
Might.
without the with
Okay,
yeah,
with no time travel.
with no time
No
travel.
time
yeah,
travel.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like
I'm gonna say the General Lee then, because the
no,
GMC.
because it did pick like before it like in the movie before it cuts through time, it picks up pretty quick.
But
I
It
think
does
they
have
only hit like 80 miles per hour, don't they?
before it cuts. Oh,
do you know how
maybe.
the thing is with the DeLorean back in the days, right? When John DeLorean made that car, they were a full stainless steel body,
Uh-huh.
right? But the engine was tiny for how heavy the car is. We're talking like a 3,000 to 4,000 pound car with an engine with like a Miata engine or like something even way less, you know? So those cars broke down all the time. Like there was no, you know, like they were really bad cars.
Yeah.
It was.
So probably the other one.
I'm gonna say the General.
Yeah,
Lee.
yeah, the
generally.
General
Takes
Lee.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking generally. Without the time travel, with the time travel, DeLorean definitely gets it.
Yeah.
Just messes things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
it
little
ruins the
unfair.
whole bracket.
It's a little unfair.
All
What
right.
about flight?
Um,
Too, yeah.
yeah. All right, this next one we got the Mystery Machine from Scooby Doo versus the Ghostbusters van.
They're kind of like the exact same car, huh?
What? Yeah. Why are they equal to me?
Yeah. I feel like the one from Ghostbusters has a little bit more stuff on it. Like if I'm remembering correctly, there's like a big like kind of rig thingy on the back that
Yeah.
they use.
On the roof too, no?
There's a bunch of stuff attached to that one. The Mystery Machine's just like a van.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Mystery
I'm
Machine.
gonna say
Less-
Mystery Machine because I
less
feel like
cruise
I've seen
weight.
them haul it on that thing.
Yeah, they
Like,
do.
you're
They
getting
cut.
shit- yeah,
Like, what's
they
his name?
cut-
Is it Frank or something? The main guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cuts up on that. He's crazy.
Bro is a BMW driver.
Yeah.
So who do we got then?
Mystery Machine.
Mystery Machine? Yeah, they're probably like stoned as fuck too. All right, we got a few more and then we'll go on. All right, up next we got Speed Racer versus Mad Max.
Speed Racer. Speed Racer for the win. Yeah. ¿Sí te acuerdas de esos?
You know what that is?
Yeah, of course.
Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
God,
movie.
that's
How old
like
is that movie?
so-
2004.
I was a child when I first saw that. I remember having like the little car. Like that was like my most prized possession, and then I lost it.
I remember
no
when I
idea
saw it
what
in
it is.
GTA. I was like,
GTA.
bought it immediately. It ended up being the worst car in the game for
Yeah?
me. I mean, yeah, I think like you jump and you'd end up in water like
Oh yeah, you
instantly.
jumped and then you turned the rockets on and then you crash into a building. It was crazy.
And somehow
not
you fall into
control
a
that,
water
yeah.
pit. Yeah, it was horrible. I hated it.
All right, this is the next one. Do you guys know the A Team?
Oh,
No.
the black van, right?
Yeah, with Mr. T.
yeah.
He's like, I pity the fool.
So
So-
you know what? I've never seen it. I don't know how I know it, but like I knew immediately what you were talking about. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a lifted black van. No, that they
Yeah,
have,
let me pull it up. So basically, the A Team versus the Flintstones.
Oh, what do the Flintstones get around in?
a car.
Yeah, and then they
Thank
do
you.
that.
But they drive with their feet.
This is the A Team van.
Oh, that's tough. That's engine swapped for sure.
And the Flintstones are running on like foot power, basically.
Manpower.
I'm gonna go with the
Manpower.
A team then.
Manpower.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
yeah, go for it.
Which is
We'll go A team then.
A Team,
Yeah.
Alejandro, who you got? A Team or Flintstones?
I see 18 too.
A Team. All right,
Probably, yeah.
unanimous. A Team wins.
Let's see what we
Alright.
got next.
So now we're moving up the ladder now.
Oh, so it's like from the ones we already voted on?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but
All right, so now we got Lightning McQueen versus Bumblebee.
Lightning McQueen. I'm biased, but I actually do think he's probably faster though, because like Corvettes move, they're faster than Camaros.
Yeah, in a real life, yeah.
Yeah, like I'd say if we're going off that, I'd say McQueen. My boy,
McQueen?
he makes it through another round.
McQueen?
I'm gonna go with McQueen.
All right, he makes it to the next
Yeah.
round. Bye bye, Bumblebee.
Ian's gonna be mad.
Yep.
You're like, damn, I wish I was here for that one.
Up next, we got the Batmobile versus Knight Rider.
Again, I don't know.
I say Batman.
Probably, yeah. It's just like a billionaire. Of course, he's got to like he has to have a faster car. I think.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's got like a fucking rocket in most of his
He-
cars.
yeah, exactly. There's
It's
like a
not a-
nitro mode that he
Yeah.
can turn on. So yeah,
It was not a
I'm gonna go-
rocket;
I'm
it's a
gonna go-
fucking tank.
yeah. I'm
Or
gonna go
something.
Batman. Yeah.
All right, Dukes of Hazzard, General Lee versus Mystery Machine.
What kind of car was the General Lee one again? You said?
It's a muscle car. Let me pull it up.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go that way just because like it's probably faster than a minivan, but I just want to see what it looks like.
Oh, it's a 1969 Dodge Charger.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that
I'm gonna
one.
go with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
sick.
nice
That's a
one.
cool car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll go with that
generally,
one. Generally for sure.
Sorry guys, I'm just cooking up some dogs real quick.
No worries.
You're good, man. You're good.
Bumblebee got eliminated.
Oh yeah.
Bumblebee what? Against who?
Lightning McQueen.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
Fair enough.
Just lighter car.
all right, we got a Speed Racer versus 18 van.
Speed Racer.
Speed racer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speed
All right,
Racer.
we're down to the top.
Oh, 100%.
I need to
Final
watch that
four.
movie
Like,
again.
no diff on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, this one's gonna be tough. Lightning McQueen versus the Batmobile.
Ooh.
I think this is where the road ends.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this. Yeah. It's the end of the Cinderella story. I'm gonna say Batmobile. It has to be Batmobile.
He has a
Yeah.
full rocket. bro.
Yeah, he's got a rocket on the back. It has to be him.
Yeah. All right,
Mhm.
Lightning McQueen, you're done. Dukes of Hazzard General Lee versus Speed Racer,
Speed Racer.
Speed racer.
and then last Batmobile versus Speed Racer.
Speed Racer. I'm gonna take Speed Racer.
Speed racer.
I think so.
I don't know, bro.
I feel like because in that movie they're like hauling. Like they've got cars that go like way faster than normal stuff. I'm pretty sure. It's also been a while since I've seen it, but I just think like I don't know. I'm gonna go with Speed Racer here.
Speed racer. Yeah, that's a cool speed racer.
Yeah.
Speed Racer.
Champions.
So Speed Racer's
Ding ding.
the champ.
Yes, sir.
They win.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Lightning McQueen made it pretty far.
He made it
Like,
pretty far, yeah.
I'm good with
Honestly,
that result.
I
there.
thought Lightning McQueen was gonna take it all the way. To be honest.
I wish. I think if he didn't go against Batman, I would have really argued for him to win it all.
Yeah. No, Batman was a tough one. He's got a cool car. Yeah. All right. Well, that was the game, man. We're ready to close out. We'll wait for Ian and then we'll close out.
Okay. What would your dream car be?
You know what, man? I'm not a big car guy, dude.
Really?
Like at
Okay.
all. I'm like the most basic bitch when it comes to cars. I drive a fucking Sentra, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
You don't really mind.
I don't really mind as long as it gets me from point A to point B.
Mhm.
I do want to get a truck at some point just for like the utility of it. 'cause,
Yeah, I mean, today me and Ian we were trying to get the grill over here.
bro.
We had to rip a piece. We had to rip a piece off of the grill to fit it in the back of my car. Like just having a truck fixes so much stuff.
Yeah.
It
No, you
makes
should have seen like
everything
how we
easier.
packed it to bring all the pod stuff
yeah,
in here.
I'm sure.
Such a pain.
Yeah, I
You gotta
think
cramp.
every man needs a truck.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
have a truck
For sure.
definitely.
What about you, Chincha? What's your dream car?
I have two. Well, it used to be a Camaro,
Mhm.
only because of my grandpa would always say like, "Oh, like Camaros are nice," and then he would show me like he had an old Camaro too. But recently, it's been to a Scat, but I want red gut interiors in it,
Mm,
and I want it white,
okay.
and then I want a Bronco, but the new Broncos.
They're pretty nice. I
Mhm.
like
Are
the
those
Broncos.
like the half electric ones, kind of?
I
For the
think
Bron-
so. I don't. They're the newer version.
Mhm.
They look pretty sick.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
You know which ones are pretty cool and they kind of sucked for a while are like the Hummers. The new ones are I like them. The new ones are cool.
They're monsters now.
Yeah.
They're really cool, especially at night because there's like when it's like completely dark and you turn it on, like that whole front headlight, it's like one straight line.
Yeah.
And it looks so cool. I think that looks so good on cars. Like Porsches have that on the back, same thing. Like at night, it'll be one straight line, and it looks so cool on the Hummer as well.
What are we talking about?
Hummers.
Hummers?
Yeah, the new ones.
Oh, dude, I love
Yeah, the new ones are cool.
Monsters.
I think I would get one.
Mhm.
It's probably one of the only other electric cars I would get. I personally don't really like them, but the Hummer EV, but the truck version
Mhm.
with the truck bed.
Yeah, with the truck bed.
Oh my god, those things are insane.
And it's super like kitted out. There's so many like
Yeah.
a friend of mine's dad got one recently. We were
Mhm.
checking it out. There's like in the back, there's like outlets for everything. There's like cup holders that come out of the side. It's got like so many little like gadgets that you can use. It's a really cool car.
Yeah.
I like those.
What's your guys' take on Cybertrucks?
I don't like them. I don't think they
wouldn't
look
buy one.
good.
I like it.
I think
like
like people are buying it for like the status. I feel like I don't know how you could look at it and just be like, yeah, that looks cool. It's a triangle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
What
a
do you
$10
mean?
bucks.
But that's what's cool about it. It's like how ugly it is. It's like like it looks different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like
that's-
it's not
that's what
something
I'm
you would
saying.
see every
People
day.
get it to be different. I
Like-
feel like that's how I
like
think
the
about it.
iridescent wraps that they have.
Yeah.
like-
Have you seen that green one? There's a lime
There's a
green
green
one
one
here.
here.
One that the lady bought.
The
here?
grandma
old lady?
bought it,
I saw it on
yes.
FitFam. Yeah.
That was crazy. Was it cyber something that it
Mhm.
says on it, dude? It's crazy.
Yeah. I always say that it's just basically the Warhog from Halo.
Mhm.
That's what it
Yeah.
reminds me of.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like a poorly rendered version of it.
Like Halo 1. Like Halo 1 graphic, you
Yeah,
know?
that is true. The Combat Evolved.
Yeah. Or like
Uh,
Roblox. Like Roblox.
Yeah,
Halo.
Roblox tried to make a hit, but it's a civilian Warhog.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
civilian.
Yeah.
That is true. Damn, I
it's
didn't
like
think
a
about it.
bad pixelated car.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? There is a car like that, right? There's I saw it at a museum one time in LA. They grabbed a Lamborghini Countach, right?
Mhm.
And they rendered it down, and it came out. It's called. What's it called? It's just a glass car. Like it's a literal glass car, but
Does
it looks
drive?
like. Huh?
Does it drive?
Yeah, it drives. It's crazy, but it looks like a cyber. It looks exactly like imagine just a smaller Cybertruck with no wheels, and it looks like it floats on the ground. It's
shit.
it's the craziest thing ever, dude. Yeah, I was like,
Before we go, I'm gonna give you guys the floor to plug anything you guys got. You want to plug your Instagram, any upcoming events, anything like that.
yeah. I mean, just shout out to our company, 915 Supercar Society on Instagram, right? You guys want to see some cool car content, some crazy. What do I have it on the bio? Crazy car content and like some cool exotic events.
Elite car shows.
Elite car shows. There we go. Yeah.
Looked at it earlier.
And the crazy car content. No, yeah. I mean, come on out. We're having one this Sunday, right? You should be able to see it on the page. All the information should be over there. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Moss, Ian, Alex, Alejandro,
Alejandro.
and then we got John,
John in the back, the cameraman.
the cameraman back there. You wanna jump in here, say some words? No, he's like, nah, I'm
He's all
good.
good.
He's good. I'm grilling.
Just,
He's too busy grilling.
remember, guys, it's not just about like the cars. It's about the lifestyle and the experience.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
There we go. Yeah, he's not
Hell
wrong.
yeah.
It's not just about driving the cars.
The lifestyle.
With
Right?
the lifestyle and the experience. Chensha, what do you want to plug? You got something going on, you?
I do. Recently I started a floral business. Blossomed by Alexa. Just started that, so should be fun in the future.
What do you do there?
So I make rose bouquets or like any flower bouquets and just put them together, whatever the customer wants. So put it
Sweet.
together.
So give her a follow. If you guys want to impress some ladies with the car and some roses, hit her up.
I might just
Good
have
combo,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know where to go next time.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for coming
Thank you for
today and
having us.
for all of
having us.
this. Stay tuned, guys, and make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that shit. And we'll be dropping more pods soon.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you.